folks, how you doing? Russell True Results 303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Put in the healing back of health. Once again, when you're at the website, sign up for the free newsletter. Check out the free downloads, Setting Goals, Fitness, and Nutrition. Follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. The podcast, all those links are down below in description land for you. Just made my fresh juice here. Got some carrot and celery. Not too bad. Celery's been in there for a while, but not too bad. Coming at you today with a video on why lost innocence is a good thing, or the beauty of lost innocence. Right? I know that probably sounds a little contradictory. You might be thinking, what's going on here? Where's this going? And we got the new background. This is about all I can get with the sun now. If you've noticed in like my last 15, 20 videos, probably there's that massive glare. No matter where I went, this is the only place I can go without that glare. Hopefully y'all appreciate that. But what is that beauty of lost innocence? Now when I say this, I'm not talking about stealing innocence from kids, harming people, any of those types of things. It's just that beauty of losing innocence. I think we all know that that's the beauty of children, the innocence that they contain within them. But once again, losing that innocence can be a good thing in certain areas of life, right? It's kind of like people always will say ignorance is bliss. Well, ignorance really isn't bliss, right? Once you're ignorant to the world and what's going on around you, you're going to be taken advantage of. You're going to be doing things incorrectly. You're never going to grow. So I think that's the beauty of lost innocence. We grow, we learn, and we evolve as a human being in general, and that's the beauty of it. That's why it's great to lose those things. It's kind of like when we look into the Catholic faith and we talk about sin, right, and going to confession. And if you are not pure of mortal sin, or just pure, it could even be a venial sin, because it's kind of, I've heard it said best with like a venial sin versus mortal sin. Venial sin will just be like, right, you get one little speck on your shirt, right, like a white shirt. That's going to bother you. You're going to want to clean it. But if you don't clean it, you're just getting speck after speck after speck after speck. Eventually, your shirt is just destroyed and looks horribly. And that's what even venial sins can do to our own soul, our own spirit. And, but one thing again in the Catholic Church, it's not a sin per se. It's not a sin if you are unaware of what sin is, right? But once again, that's that beauty of lost innocence, because we are learning, we are understanding how the world works, how things work, how God works, how to work with our fellow man, and in doing so, we grow. And that's the equivalent of sin within the Catholic Church. If you do not know that what you are doing is a sin, then in reality, the church doesn't see it as a sin. But once you are exposed to the truth and what evil, what sin is, then the church puts that responsibility on you, right? Right there again, going with that term responsibility. That's that beauty of lost innocence. You have now a better understanding. You have more responsibility within the world, because if we remember, I was actually just diving into Genesis once again, and man was made to work. Man was made to work, to till the fields, to till the ground. And that's what we have responsibility. We have work. Along with that fall and that sin, they did gain knowledge, but unfortunately some of it was a negative knowledge, and that can come with lost innocence. And that's why we have to be careful on where we put ourselves on this journey, how we expose ourselves to certain scenarios in life. We've got to understand that not everything is going to be or have a positive influence on us, but we've got to be able to use those negative things within our life, not let them define us, but help us to understand what truly, what's truly right and just within this world. And that's that beauty of that lost innocence. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, and of course the greatest thing is always to learn from others' mistakes, not make those mistakes yourself. But in reality, we might make those mistakes, and as long as you are making mistakes, it's just not repeating your own mistakes, because unfortunately sometimes we have to go through those mistakes ourselves before we can truly grasp, what we have lost through that mistake, because a majority of the time mistakes are going to come with loss, whether it be financially, relationships, whatever the case may be. But once again, lost innocence can be a beautiful thing. Once again, it's all on your perspective, right? It could be that equivalent of being an optimist or a pessimist, if I said that right. So once again, it's how you look at it, dealing with it in the proper way, and understanding that in reality, it's a part of growth, and it's going to be a good thing if you use it and analyze yourself and kind of do an examination of your conscience throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months, throughout the years, to truly understand how things are progressing within your own life. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow on social media, the podcast, SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter, all that. Links are down below. And then share and like these videos.